We're going to be demonstrating the classic armbar today, the armbar you see in UFC and mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu all the time, also known as the Juji-Gatami in the Japanese systems. Basic thing with straight arm bars to understand is we're going to be attacking the elbow. And the elbow is a hinge joint. It fits into a hinge, the forearm fits into a hinge just like this, and it rotates just like this. So we're going to be taking the elbow past this range of limit and popping it out. Okay? Good thing to understand with arm bars or arm locks or any type of submission is leverage and control. You might be fighting someone a lot bigger than you, and because of that we use leverage and we want to expend less energy. So if you want to lift a car off of a child, you're going to use a fulcrum like a boulder or something, and you're going to use a lever such as a stick. Now a small stick isn't going to generate a lot of power, you're not going to be able to lift that car, but if you get a real long lever, like a real long steel rod, and put it over a boulder, you could actually lift that car up and someone can pull the child out. Same thing here. Any type of grip or any way we grab, we want a long lever. Now off the arm, the longest point would probably be one of the fingers, but the problem with that is there's a lot of give. So the longest point taking the arm in this direction with no give is this point under the thumb right here. And that's our longest leverage point right here. So generally speaking, I can control here. Taking the arm this way, the longest leverage point is right here behind the elbow, and that's also right behind the joint. And again, we're going to be popping that joint out. So the concept is I'm going to be pushing down on this lever. I'm going to have a fulcrum here, and I might even be pushing with that fulcrum, and I'm going to be bringing here a tap when you feel it. Okay, and I'm demonstrate this way as well. Okay. And now you see it took him a while to tap, and that brings the third aspect of this. Look at his shoulder. As I go to lift, his shoulder comes off the ground. If I keep that shoulder in place, it's instant. Second I touch that leverage point, he's going to tap, that elbow is going to pop out of his socket. Okay? That's the general principles behind attacking the elbow. What we're going to be demonstrating today is a classic arm bar. There's a variety of different ways to get arm bars. Usually the classic is done either here or here. I want to have this arm trap. There are a variety of different ways of getting arm bars and doing different things to attack this arm. But for right now, we're just going to be demonstrating the classical arm bar. Basic thing, go ahead, grab your hands. First thing, he's going to try to get away, so I want to get an arm in somehow and can control this. I'm going to grab my leg by the hip, and I'm going to place my other hand on the ground, just kind of hold myself up, okay? One hand or the other, doesn't matter which side, okay? I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to try to scoot under the shoulder so the shoulder can't pop up, and also to get deeper to hold him down. Major thing, I want to press his face down. If I don't press his face down, he can either sit up into me, or even without sitting up, there's ways he can push this leg off and he's out. But if I press this down real tight, he can't get out. Then I also want to bring this knee close and press this down as well, so it's harder for him to attack that leg. I want my feet on the other side of the arm. I don't like to say anything's wrong. Some people do arm bars like this. I think that's kind of stupid because it's real easy for him to just push those legs up. If you just push those legs up, well, he can just throw the legs up and get out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot under, go ahead, grab your arms. I'm going to scoot under the shoulder, I'm going to press down on his face, I'm going to keep the knee in, I'm going to press his body down, and I'm going to have my feet under his arm, and I'm going to keep this trapped here. Now, he's got a grip. You can get a better grip than that, maybe interlock it or lock it like this. No, never with the fingers, because that's real weak. Grab here, right. So you might get a grip like this. And there's a variety of different ways to break his grip that's keeping me from getting my arm bar. What I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to slide my hand under that leverage point. I'm going to switch hook up, bring my body in, and I'm just going to lean my way back. I'm just going to rock back and forth. And this is just going to, go ahead, grip as hard as you can, as hard as you humanly possibly can. And I'm just going to rock back and forth. And what this does is this puts a lot of weight and pressure on his arm, and I'm expending no energy. I'm also changing direction, which is making his muscles adjust. And eventually he's going to get tired, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to this side and bring it around, and I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to make sure to keep a grip on this leverage point, keep the thumb pointed up. If I don't, there's ways that he can roll out. Okay, and I just bridge up just a little bit and you should tap. Okay, and that is the basic classic armbar.